Man, I didn't think I'd be making this video so quickly. That's for sure. Well, I got an announcement to make. Hopefully you guys stick around. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you're okay with it. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, you guys know me, Trigger Happy John. I actually started my main YouTube channel with this game, Awaken Chaos Era, that you can see right here. This has been a journey. It's been a journey of ups and downs and kind of mixed emotions, to be honest with you guys, with the Awaken Chaos Era. I like a lot of what they've done since I quit playing and then since coming back. There's a few things that I'm starting to realize really quickly, though, that kind of, I don't know, they discourage me from wanting to continue the game, put it that way. I'm quitting Awaken Chaos Era. Simply being because they've made a lot of decisions that I don't really agree with. My free-to-play series, if you guys watched any of that during the Attack on Titan event, I made it about 20 days in. I got fairly decent progress as a free-to-play, but getting rid of the rookie summons at the beginning was step one as far as pushing me out the door, because that was bad. That was very, very bad. There was no reason to re-roll. So I set myself up for failure essentially with that. Granted, I got lucky on my free-to-play. Had a lot of good champions. The next thing that really has kind of pushed me away from it is I've spent a lot of money on my account. There has been a lot of dollars that went into it, and I even spent more money during the Attack on Titan event just to get Levi here, right? Like, I think I spent 150 bucks just to get him because I really wanted to have him, especially for my account. He's a limited time champion, and I wanted to get an A5 because I've never done it, right? And I got it. And he's got a very, very powerful A5, okay? I'm not noticing a whole lot of greatness out of him at the moment anyways, but it was fun to get, fun to play. But overall damage, he's kind of null and void until I get into the 70, guys. Like, these types of things kind of bother me, where I have to get a champion to level 70 now to make them really viable. Like, they have to have this an ungodly amount of base stats higher and higher from getting to level 70 to really make a difference. Like, it doesn't feel good. It definitely does not feel good at all when I have to do that. And the fact that it's so paywalled, because it's like, I can't even do this naturally. Like, let's see, I have, okay, Valeria here. Okay, let's upgrade her. And then let's upgrade her. So we got her maxed out, cool. But like, that took a lot of jelly. That was an insane amount of jelly. Now, if I want to go ahead and max someone else out, because I do need to keep moving forward on the next 70, it's like, okay, well, who do I take? Like, who would be the good option? Like Avera, maybe, for, you know, like, if we go, okay, let's say we go Avera, and let's say we get her to level 70. Okay, 1, 2. We got 2 levels in. That was it. That's bad. It feels really, really, really bad. And unfortunately, it does put a strain on like this character is going to get a lot higher attack, a lot higher HP and defense once we get her to 70. But I don't like the way that it feels. I don't like that it's so driven by it. On top of that, I love the fact that they added mastery books. I think this is a great system. I absolutely love it. I think this was perfect to add. The problem is they made them too goddamn scarce. Like, Book of Legendary Masters and getting a Book of Epic Masters, it's just insanely hard. And unfortunately, it's so paywalled that it's just, you can't do it. Like, since I came back, right, I've been going hard. The best I've gotten is 8 of these epic books that I've put all in Nathalia, right? Which has been helpful. Like, Nathalia can do some damage. But like legendary ones, I've only put all my legendary ones in Opal, okay? Where's Opal at mastery-wise? She's at 9. Like, that's it. Like, 9 out of 15 out of 30 days. Like, that's insane. For how much you actually have to have those to make an improvement, like, it's just not cool. It doesn't feel good. The synergy just doesn't feel good anymore when playing, which really sucks because it felt really good before. I think the factions right here, building these in, having these come in, I think these were awesome. I really do. I think what you get as a reward is kind of a joke, to be honest with you. Like, okay, yeah, you get crafting materials from this. That's really about it. When you do the breakdown of it, right? Like, it's just for forged gear. Like, forged gear is cool, but that's not what those should give, right? Like, that's not what those should give. And the simple fact that I gotta choose, like, okay, well, here's rarity, blah, 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 right? Like, what has to go into it to make these is just not, it's just not there. Like, I think they took a good good hard look at other games and decided like, hey, we need to have these types of features in the game to make a difference. And I think they did take that into consideration, but I don't think that they balanced it properly, or maybe they just didn't balance it properly on purpose. Like maybe they were thinking, okay, if we do it like this, it'll be a little bit more paywalled. So the people who do it will make a big difference, and it'll help us out financially. I'm not really sure what the thought process was, but I do know like this is insane. Like the slight amount of being able to forge some of these is just embarrassing, guys. Like, because you really need to get some of these sets, right? Like the Shark Tyrant, crit rate and attack damage, like that's a decent, good starting set for sure, right? Really, really good. Then on top of that, like Death Hurricane, boost attack and AoE attack damage. Like, why would you not want this set? Like, this is God tier, right? But when you look at it, you kind of need it in some aspects. And that's the problem, is because it's not easy to acquire. So they've put the barrier to entry way too high to compete. And that's basically the bottom line of it, is unfortunately to compete. Like, yeah, you can go through and you can complete Mythic just fine. Like, I'm certain my free to play would be able to do this no problem. But it's just one of the situations where you can't go and maintain and go further on something else. Even Dungeons has been hard. Like, I don't have any Fabled gear. I have like no Fabled gear, so I'm like never gonna be able to take on Ash on Hell 4. Like, there's just no way I can do it. Because I don't have the Fabled gear. I have the champions, right? Like I have the right lineup, so you can see the lineup. It's the correct lineup. I just don't have the everything else needed, which sucks, because the only way to get it is to farm more. And unfortunately, I got to farm so much, it just doesn't make it worth my time. Like, notice that these are all level 15. It's because I got to beat them still. I haven't beat Hell 3. The only one I beat Hell 3 on was Ash. Now, did I try really hard to beat Queen of Tides or Witch of the Wind? Not really. Not really, to be honest with you. That's because I was distracted by the Attack on Titan event. And then once that event ended, it went back to the same menagerie, right? Like, there wasn't anything different, like, compared to when I left. So why would I continue to play, right? Like, they gave us this big, massive event, which is awesome. The Attack on Titan event was great. I had fun. I enjoyed it. From there, we haven't gotten an update. Like, I don't know what we're gonna be doing. Like, I don't know what's going on with the game. But like, Void Tower really hasn't changed. Void Tower hasn't really changed much. I already progressed up on the normal. I'm gonna be doing all the hard. Probably, I was gonna be doing it. Now that I'm basically done, it's like I don't see the point in doing it, right? But normally I would do that. On top of that, sure, that Chosen Faction was added, but which is cool. That adds to the dailies, but that's about it, right? That's about it. Nothing else really felt great that got added. Like, there's no new dungeon, right? When we look at Void Tower, no real change there. Some people are hitting Mythic, some people aren't, right? We start talking about Proving Gate. None of this has changed. Bounties got harder. I'll take that. Bounties did get harder. I can say that, but like, okay, cool, I guess. Like, what am I supposed to do? It's just, there's nothing left for me to do other than, sure, beat Hell 3, Hell 4. But I've fallen in the same exact slump of no new content, no new anything to keep me engaged and active in the game. Infinite Magic Grade at least has small mini games that keep you active, or it's got like a wider diversity, right? There's a little bit more elements to go into it to play it. Like, Arena in this game is so bad, no one wants to do it. And unfortunately, like, because Arena is so bad, nobody wants to do the Elemental Power, which is really like super impactful for your account because it's all passive stats, right? But why? Like, I don't want to do Arena. Who wants to do Arena? Like, feels just so toxic. Team Arena, that's a joke. Team Arena is legitimately just a joke, unfortunately. And then Sky Duel, I mean, it's real-time PvP, but there's not enough players to make it worth it. Like, even when it's active, I mean, you can usually queue a few matches. I did a few, but it just wasn't all that great, guys. I gotta be honest with you. I got my hopes up. I thought the Attack on Titan was gonna be like, okay, now the game's really gonna go hard. They're gonna dive into what they're doing, and they just didn't do it, man. I don't know why they didn't. Hopefully they'll fix some things, they'll adjust some things. I can come back and play it and cover the game again. But right now it's just not there. Views aren't there. I'm sure this video will probably get maybe 300-400 views. That's it. Like, it should get thousands upon thousands of views, especially after that Attack on Titan event. And you can literally see where it's went up and then it plateaued and plummeted, right? Like, situations like that are kind of, it is what it is. Like, they didn't advertisement single-handedly killed this game, on top of a lot of their decisions, right? A lot of their decisions have also killed the game, to be honest. But way too many mistakes, I think, for them to salvage. And I'm feeling it when playing it, that I'm getting bored. I'm also noticing the views on my channel, or just literally they went from being up for Attack on Titan to Attack on Titan ended. And it's just plummeting. It's just like a literally a death plummet. Like, everyone got excited for Attack on Titan, played it, we got the champions, and then poof, gonzo, nothing more to do. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. I hate to leave the game a second time. But I'm gonna throw them up, and I'll catch you guys later. I think moving forward, the plan is I'm gonna do a couple more Infinite Magic Raid videos. That game's about the same state as Ace right now, honestly. And I think I'm gonna end up going back to Raid Shadow Legends. If you guys play Raid Shadow Legends, stay tuned. We're gonna do a free-to-play series on it and try to do the first Ultra Nightmare clan boss, I think, is what we're gonna do. But stay tuned for that. Watch it if you would like to. If you don't have to, you don't have to, or if you don't like Raid, you don't have to watch, don't worry about it. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me and spending time with me again after Ace, came to give us something more fun to camaraderie about. But it's done and over, guys. Sorry. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.